Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are gonna have a short video. It's just gonna be a minor update, although it is massive major news that we have to go through because it is pretty sudden, especially the last bit of news I want to talk about. But some updates on Yoro. It is gonna be obviously the main talking point. What is there to talk about? What's new? Also some departures, and that is why we're gonna talk about that because that is very important. And look, it won't affect Real Madrid in terms of, oh my god, we have to replace these players, because honestly, the position that we're gonna lose, one of them we are selecting, the other we will be talking about, and that is in relation to Lenny Yoro. So I think it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about, and the title will probably suggest that anyways, but we'll get into that in just a slight bit. But obviously, Euro's going on, we're all enjoying the game. Obviously, before we start, I really do hope that Varga, if I'm not wrong, is his name, from Hungary, is okay, because obviously he had a very nasty collision with Gunn, if I'm not wrong, of Scotland last night. As a recording, it is obviously Italy, Croatia, and Spain, Albania. Um, Big games. I don't think people will be watching Spain, Albania that much. I think Italy, Croatia will be a game that we'll be looking out on. Brazil start their Copa America journey technically tonight, but for me it's tomorrow morning as well. So very interesting. But obviously many games has happened, many things have happened. The Euros, Copa America, lots of action, football, incredible. Things are looking good. Bit of a summary. England, disappointing. I thought Belgium did make a very strong recovery, if you could call it. Portugal looked very good. Ronaldo, unselfish, brilliant, and yeah, let's see what happens in this final set of group games as we head into the knockout rounds. But let's start off with Lenny Euro. Now this is coming from Rodra, who I think is a journalist who works from Relevo. Lenny Yoro has decided he wants to play for Real Madrid. Now the only thing that separates him from Real Madrid is a barrier of 20 million euros. Lille are asking for an amount close to 60 million euros, while Real Madrid will be willing to offer 40 million euros. Now look, as the clock is ticking, as Lenny Yoro has, I think, got 1 year left on his contract, Lille will have to budge unless they are confident they can get him to sign, which isn't looking likely. So he's not going to sign a new contract. He is willing to stay. He's also willing to move. Real Madrid are willing to pay 40 million euros. Lille have to obviously either get him to sign a new contract, sell him now for 40 million euros and lose some money, or let him go on a free next summer. Realistically, out of the three, selling him now for a cheaper fee would be the likeliest. So I think this is a waiting game. I really do. This is the same with Mbappe. This is the same with Alaba. This is the same with Rudiger. But obviously, it is different because those players came on freeze. But you could say this is similar in a sense to some players. I mean, Tchouaméni is quite similar. Obviously, we pay a big fee to Monaco, but still, it is similar. You could say Camavinga is similar, obviously, but obviously that was because you had that money, you didn't get Mbappe in that window, you spent a bit of cash on Camavinga, cool. But this could happen with Davies as well, by the way, because Alphonso Davies, who knows what's going to happen with that. But all I'm saying is, watch out for this deal, because I think that his priority is clear. It's Real Madrid, right? We've heard that many times. But the problem is between the two clubs, right? And I think Real Madrid, look, they're going to not budge. Real Madrid don't budge, right? It's down to Lille. And Real Madrid don't have to budge because they can say, look, we're not going to sign him this summer. He wants us. We'll wait. And Lille are the losing position here. They're the losing team here. So Lille will eventually have to budge. Unless they're playing this, chess game where they are just willing to, throw tantrum, screw it, let's just let him go on a free, and let's not let Real Madrid have him now for 20 million cheaper, which is pretty much ludicrous. So that's that. Another piece of news from Jose Felix Diaz. Real Madrid always saw Yoro signing as an investment for the future, but now, due to the circumstances, everything indicates that it is a necessity. Obviously, Nacho, we'll get onto him in a second, will be leaving, we'll get onto that. But you look at the centre back options, right? Last season, with 4 centre backs, even with Nacho, when Militao and Alaba went injured, you had Rudiger and Nacho. And you had to play them for basically every single game from December to June or May, right? For about 5 months. And then sometimes Tchouaméni, Carvajal or Mendy had to come in. I think with Yoro, he has more legs, stamina, ability to play longer and more than Nacho. So he will immediately help. I'm not going to say he will play every single game, every single minute, but he will be a good squad option for the future. That's all I'm going to say. Another piece of news here. Yoro is willing to stay for 1 more season and leave for free to Real Madrid. He only wants Real Madrid. What's left in this story is for Lille to understand that, again, from Jose Felix Diaz. Now, this came in from Football España. Exclusive, Yoro deal will come down to Real Madrid call. Now, this I'm pretty sure came from Martin Moretto. And obviously this is related to Fabrizio Romano, but all I know here is Yoro is prioritizing Real Madrid. He wants Real Madrid. He's ready to go. This is now down to the 2 clubs, particularly from Lille's side. So let's see what happens on this deal. It's looking like, eventually they have to make a decision. Eventually they have to sell. Simple. Now, finally, before we end, 2 departures. Firstly, obviously we know this. It is obviously pretty sad, but this is confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Nacho's move to Al Qadsiya will be official soon, as medical was already done, contract until June 2026. He's leaving Real Madrid after 23 years, and he didn't want to consider any bid from Europe. Total respect for Real. Here we go, confirmed. It is absolutely, I wouldn't say tragic, I think that would be too much, but it is obviously sad. Nacho, legend, definitely. He's the captain, yes. Most likely Luka Modric will be the new club captain. But Nacho has been one of those players that has been reliable, has been there when you need him. No complaints, no fights, just ready to be there when he needed to be there. He was never the first team player, he was never the first choice option, he was never the main man, but when he was called upon, he helped, he did his job, he did his role. And this is a player that has gone through, from young, if I'm not wrong, I don't get this wrong, but some diabetic problems, obviously. And then obviously it was hard to bounce back from where he came from. And then Real Madrid welcomed him in, part of the family. He's been a legend in his 23 years. He's won countless amount of trophies. Like, it literally, you can't even count it. And now he's leaving. Why is he leaving? I think this is different than Cruz. Cruz is retired to end on a high. I think Nacho's leaving not because of the money, but because he wants to play. I really do. I think that whether that be in the top level, the Champions League, La Liga, Euros, or just playing in the Saudi League, which is getting at a very good level as time move on, but it's definitely a drop in level, but he wants to play. It doesn't matter if he's going to the best team or the worst team in Saudi Arabia, because this isn't, Al Hilal or Al Nasser. It's a slightly unknown team, but he's happy, and that's all you need to know. Now this came out of nowhere, and it's not been confirmed yet, but it pretty much is. Breaking: Joselu is leaving from Miguel Lito Cope, Miguel Angel Diaz, who works at Cope. And then we had more. Breaking: everything indicates Joselu will go to Saudi Arabia again. This is from TJ Cope. And confirmed, Joselu will leave Real Madrid from Radio Marca. And lastly, Joselu's next destination will likely be Saudi Arabia. Further confirmation from Radio Marca. This has come out of absolutely nowhere. And look, am I feeling, panicked? Am I feeling worried? No. Honestly, it's probably the best for Joselu to not stay. Because he's going to be competing with Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler, even Jude Bellingham in that attacking role. So he's not going to stand a chance in playing. And he didn't even stand a chance last season. So what's he going to stand a chance next season when you see Arda Güler not be injured? You see Mbappe join? What is the chances? No. So for him, good. It kind of hurts because this is a man that came on against Bayern Munich in the Champions League semi-finals and scored 2 goals to send Real Madrid through to the final. Yes, but sometimes, you have to put emotions aside. This is the best deal possible for all parties. He gets to play. Real Madrid don't have to make another player unhappy. And obviously, every single bit of finances help. So, it's best for everyone. But, it's a surprise. It's come out of nowhere. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the button if you did. Subscribe to the channel on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.